All right, guys. So I had a little bit of trouble yesterday because my legs just were not wanting to do what I needed them to do. So I actually didn't work out yesterday. Um, we may take it a little easy on my legs for a few days. So I'm probably just gonna get in there and do my next upper body workout. They're still feeling pretty tight. Uh, so, but that comes with the territory. Just need to try to get some more stretching in and drink a little bit more water. I probably didn't drink as much water as I should have after that run. But yeah, we'll at least get something in today. I most likely will not run again today. Just gotta try to protect those legs. And we're gonna try a little bit of new content today too. I'm gonna see how it does if I'm gonna try to do like some short clips of the workout, maybe a little bit of talking. My goal is I want to try to shorten these to about 20 minutes each. I still haven't figured out how I want to do that just yet. But yeah, I gotta check to see what we're gonna do today. It's gonna be upper body for sure. I don't know which one I'm gonna do. If it was legs, we were gonna be doing sumo deadlifts. And I don't think my hamstring would be able to pull through it. My left side is just still super tight. My right side's not too bad. It would be able to handle it, but I don't think my left side could, and I don't need to make it any worse. Remember, the whole main goal of this is just to get healthy. It's got to be careful not to overdo it sometimes. And I'm gonna plan to do one day just to talk about how I do every day when it comes to eating and what I do to lose the weight that I have lost and how I try to maintain the muscle while I'm losing weight. Talk about some of the goals and stuff that I have. Some pretty basic stuff. I mean, overall, the general goal is obviously to be healthy. Uh, you do too much, like perma bulking, basically, is what I've been doing these past, I don't know, almost 10 years. Like, I haven't really been getting into it like I should have been. I know I got back up to 275 because that was the heaviest I had ever been. I got back up to it and I was like, this ain't it. We can't do this. So I was able to pull back from there at least. Still haven't gotten rid of that food noise though. That's probably the hardest thing is trying to get rid of it. Mm. It's just too much. My goal usually, if I want something to snack on, I try to go with something that's at least like a protein heavy meal. So if I want something sweet, I look for a protein candy bar or just a protein bar of some sort. It has a little bit of extra sugar in it, but it has a lot of protein. And they usually fill you up pretty good and get rid of those cravings for a little while. Um, but if I'm just like wanting something just to keep snacking on, 'cause when you have that food noise, for me the main thing is I just want to keep chewing on something. Uh, so gum obviously really helps, but those protein chips, those are really good too. You just got to make sure the ones that you get aren't like super heavy in fat or super heavy in carbs, because some of them are pretty bad. But all right, we're gonna run into the gym, get a little bit in. Trying to go too long because I got a busy work day in front of me. So I'm gonna try to get about 30 minutes in there today. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little bit of recording, talk a little bit in between sets, show y'all the movements that I'm doing. I may even try to start putting up my workouts somewhere on the page just so y'all can see what my splits are every day. All right, I'll see y'all inside. Let's get it. All right, so the first workout today is going to be cable rows. Try this angle out and see how it does. All right, let's get to it. Okay, still taking it easy. Nothing too crazy. So my goal with these is I'm trying to keep myself as stable as possible when I pull. That lets me get a little bit of core activation in while I'm doing these. But the main thing you want to hit, obviously, is mid back. So maybe a little bit of your lower traps and lats is what you're trying to hit. So for me, I have to keep myself upright and stable to hit those. So last warm up set, it wants me to go to 120. We'll get one more warm up in, I guess. Gotta get everything going to start the day off. So 120. Just to see what it feels like. I think it wants me to do like 4. Let's see. Threw in an extra one in there just to see. I think we got it. I think we can hit a good full set on this one. As I said before in some other videos, whenever I go to do a full set, I'm going to hit it as hard as I can because the set after that is usually a back down, and I want my muscles to be as warm as possible for those, so that way I can get a good range of motion, a really mind muscle connection, and just keep pushing and pulling through it. So let's go ahead and drop it down to 130. I'm just going to keep pulling. Remember, we got to keep that back good tall, chest out, and pull in. What's good about these rows is it's easy to get partial reps in with these, just to try to hammer out a little bit of extra volume. Your form obviously will start going away, but you're still hitting those muscles, just maybe not as good as you did if you had proper form. So no matter what, at least try to pull out a few extra little half reps. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna knock this down. It's probably gonna have me go up and weight, to be honest. Yep, have me go up. That's fine.
I hadn't done these in so long, the app hasn't uh, updated my actual strength on these. So we'll go ahead and go up. One more click. Once we go to 140, we're just going to try to knock these out as quick as possible. So some of these angles of the recording might not be the best. That's just how it is for today. Sometimes you're not able to get that full day in like you like, but we'll do what we can. Whew. These arms just a little bit. Also, what I like about these is anytime you're doing any kind of pulling motion, you get a lot around the forearms, a lot of work for your forearms, because you got to hold on to the weight. I know if I really wanted to focus on like my back more, I could use some kind of grip assistance. But what I'm trying to train for, you have to use your grip. Like you don't get to use straps, you don't get to do anything like that. So I need to get my forearms and my grip strength as strong as I can through these movements. If I ever get to the point to where I want to compete for something, then I might use some straps. But till then, we gotta rely on our own grip. All right, let's knock out one last full set, and then we'll move on to the next one. Call it 12. That was good. Okay, so next, I think I'm gonna get y'all over at the power rack. We're some overhead pressing. So actually, I think we're gonna move on to some chest pressing. They got some benches are opened up, so we're gonna get these in. This is gonna be like a hard compound movement that I gotta do today. Let's do a few of these. Keep my arms as wide as I can in these pressing movements, just to keep the shoulders good stretched. So that way, when I go up in weight, it won't hurt as bad. And that's what I like to do with those. In those warm ups, especially on the press, and you pause on the stretch position, and it really opens it up a little bit extra, give you some more, a little extra pull. Let's see if I can raise y'all up a little bit. See what this looks like. I think this right here will do better. Yeah, so next set, 75 for 15. That's a lot of reps. But yeah, we'll pull in. We'll get it. All right. We'll see how these feel. Just don't know if I'm going to be able to get 15. My issue is usually, even with lightweight, if I start getting close to about 15 reps, my arms start giving out just because it's just, I've got poor circulation when it comes to that because of where I'm so tight. But we're going to get it. Just going to push as hard as we can. Whatever we get is what we get. Technically did what it wanted me to. I did 16, but it wanted me to have one in the tank. I don't really like having one in the tank. Okay. All right, so we're gonna try a different angle. This one, I'm gonna test out a few different ones for these, just to see which one looks better for y'all. But I'm gonna show them all. Maybe someone can give me a little bit of feedback on how I should be doing these angles and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna knock out this last set, and we're gonna head over to the fire rack, like I said before. Do a little bit of overhead pressing. All right, let's get it. I'll take that. It wanted me to do 2 more than that, but sometimes, you know. Now let's go over to that power rack and see what we can do. All right, guys. So, like I said before, I've never done a close grip overhead press. So we're going to see how it feels with the bar. Give me a good idea of where I got to be at. My full set wants me to do about 9 reps. So I'm going to try to get as close grip as I can. Try about right here. We'll see how this feels. I'm going to assume that these are harder than your conventional overhead press, just because of how it feels on my wrists. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start off with like the yellows, the 15s, just to get us an idea of what it's going to feel like. I'm going to go to failure on it, and I'm going to put that in as my weight so we can see if it can adjust me into the right direction. But yeah, probably still going to put the clips on. Let's go ahead and start pressing as hard as we can, guys. Yeah, I think I'll take 11 on that. That felt actually pretty good. I'm going to say I like that more than I like the regular grip. It really gets those front delts really hard. So I put that in, and it's going to knock me down to about 40 is what we're going to shoot for. I'm going to do 45, right? Let's see if we got 20 on there. No. We're not going to do 45. We're just going to knock these off. We're going to put the 10s on. All right, we're going to do another full set. Push as hard as I can. And then we're going to move on to the next one. All right, guys, let's go. Okay. So we get this cleaned off. We got the 14 in, which is a little bit more than what it wanted us to do. It wants to do 11 with 2 in reserve. But again, even though I'm putting like 0 in reserve whenever I fell out, I still feel like I could get one more if I really, really, really dig for it. But that's I'm not going to push myself that hard on every one. I'm going to push myself hard, but not that hard. I don't want to hurt myself. So I'm going to clean this off, and it looks like we're moving over to lat pull downs. Gotta get that lat movement in, right? We're gonna get the lat movement in, and I might even we got some delts in here as well. I think I'm still gonna end the workout with pull-ups, just a 1 hard set, 1 or 2 hard sets. Gotta get those movements in. Gotta get good at it. So yeah, let's clean this bar off. I got 150 on here. It wants me to do underhand lat pull downs. So we're gonna get in there. My goal for these is always to try to imagine almost like a crescent moon with my elbow. So I want to sweep and pull out. Really try to emphasize those lats on that bottom portion. So we can get into it. See how we feel today. So that feels pretty good. That warm-up set's done. It feels pretty good. It wants me to do a full set at 180. We'll see how we can do it. Hopefully I can get it. I mean, I weigh more than 180, right? Okay. I think we're gonna end that one at 10. I didn't feel good on those last few reps, especially the half reps, but I failed the app. The app wanted me to get 14. So this had me back down quite a bit. Gotta go down to 150. Just fine. That was our warm up. We get 150. Pull as hard as we can. Those numbers don't always matter. All that matters is that you come in and you pull as hard as you can. Just do it. Get the work done and get out. All right. So we're gonna speed up a little bit. I ain't got much time left, so let's get it. All right, 12 to end it. So we got 12. 12's not too bad. Still not what it wanted us to get, but we at least did it. Move on to the next one. So we got lateral raises. Which want me to go heavy for these two. I think I might stick just with the 20s. We're gonna do one set where I'm here from the front, and we're gonna do another one from the side, just so that way you can see the angle of how my arms move during these works. It's all about trying to get your side delts as activated as possible. So we're gonna start here. always like to take a little step forward because it lets me get my chest out and pronounce. Chest high. Okay. So that was 8 decent ones. You see, when I start feeling like I'm going down, my elbows will come in a little bit. So once those elbows start to drop, you're kind of losing that set. Still try to push it. You're still going to activate your side delts. But once you start doing these, a little bit more body English comes into it, and you don't really want that. He wants me back down to 15, which I'm fine with. We'll get in, get it as hard as we can. Already got a pretty decent pump going. Yeah, we're feeling pretty good today. Got a bit of a long drive ahead of me today. So it's probably a good idea that I don't do too much with legs today, or I'm gonna be stuck in a vehicle for 9 hours in pain. All right, so we don't want to do that. All right. He wants me to rest a little bit longer, but I ain't got the time for that. Now this one, I'm gonna hum from the side. That way y'all can see how my arms come out. I don't go straight out like this. I always do a little bit in front of my body because I still want to hit as much as my traps, my shoulders, and my delts as I can. So I try to keep my arms a little bit out in front of me. Not straight out. We're not doing this. So let's get it. Okay. Yeah, don't discount those half reps at the end. You start doing those half reps, and you can really start feeling your delts can take a huge amount of punishment. So, like right now, by the time I could probably get 4 more sets of these in, and still feel pretty good tomorrow. So, but we ain't got the time for that. We're gonna move over. We're gonna start knocking out the overhead tricep extensions. We're gonna do it with the easy bar. One thing that people ask me a lot is how do I get my triceps so big? First and foremost, I just have the genetics for it. I mean, I don't really do thighs much, but I do a lot of triceps. That's the biggest thing. Second, I love overhead extensions. These will hit you every time. They're great as long as your shoulders can handle it, as long as your wrist can handle it. They're great workouts. Gotta do what's best for you. For me, I love working the long head of the tricep, and this is right here is what does it. There's nothing wrong with doing cable pull downs, or like if you want to use like a bar and do some crushers, while standing with your body weight. Those are always great. I can't do those because my wrist won't let me do those. And with the cable pull downs, I have to do so many before I have to really start feeling it. So I like to go get some standing overhead ones. Okay, I think 13 was pretty good. It wanted me to do 7. But we're still lucky to back down to the 90. It wants me to hit 100. That's fine. We'll hit that 100. We'll hit it. Let's push this last set in. Get it over with. Ooh, we felt that last one. That was a close one. Let's go knock out these bicep curls real fast. Got 2 hard sets. Wants me to hit it with 40 first. I think we can do that. Now I do these both at the same time. I don't know, it's just better for me. But I like to keep them at the side, and I try to keep my pinky as high as I can during these curls. So we like to pop that chest out, stand up tall, and just curl into it. Had a bit body English on that last one, so I'm gonna count that as 8. All right, so we're gonna move the camera. We're gonna try this angle. That way you can see how I keep my arms during these curls a little bit better. But yeah, so once supposed to drop down, I think we're dropping down to 30. I'm fine with that. I'm not gonna argue with that one. But again, we're gonna push it as far as we can. So I'm gonna stand just the right way so you can see how my hands look while I'm curling these. All right, let's get it. Oh, 7's all I got, guys. Okay, so I didn't hit the amount that I wanted me to hit. I feel good today. Some of these exercises I just didn't hit. Just didn't hit the mark. But I think we did pretty good today, guys. We got a pretty decent pump. We're feeling good. Oh yeah, we're feeling good. We got a good pump in today. We got all the exercises in that I wanted to get in. I won't be able to do the cardio like I wanted to. I'm probably just going to do the outro here because I gotta hurry up. But guys, thank y'all for coming in. Hopefully y'all learned something from the videos. Hopefully I can get some more up soon. I'm trying to learn the editing stuff. I'm not the best at it, but we'll get it all in when we can. But yeah, any tips, recommendations while I'm doing this, drop them in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.